Howdy, I'm Lee Wilson, and this is TGO Wyoming, on the move. And today we're going to talk about the 2017 Total Eclipse. So it's now been a week since the eclipse, and that was one amazing experience. It really was. For any of you that were in the path of totality, it was truly just, it was astounding. I mean, you guys know, you understand. If you weren't in the path of totality, that's too bad, because that was just an amazing experience. So we got up to our location. There was one other truck up there when we got there. There were some nice guys who showed up from, I want to say, Michigan. They were driving out to California, and they were good people. We gave them some eclipse glasses because they didn't have any. And of course, my brother-in-law is the ultimate Boy Scout and overly prepared for everything, which I greatly appreciate. And we set up the spotting scope with the solar filter. We set up the telescope, which was an amazing setup. I mean, it was truly just one of the coolest things. 600 millimeter telescope with a camera adapter, which we used my Canon 7D Mark II on, shot in RAW, of course. The telescope had a tracking motor on the tripod, so we aligned everything with true north. We set it up to track the sun. It didn't do it perfectly, but it did it pretty well. So with a little bit of work, I'll be able to do some pretty cool composites. But I got some amazing shots out of that. It was a fantastic collaboration between me and my brother-in-law, Doug Dornier. I was so glad that he was able to make it up here and do this because, I mean, they traveled thousands of miles. He and my sister did with their two kids, their two daughters. And, I mean, totally worth all of the time, all the preps. I'm hoping it was worth all of the money spent on it, working on the car, getting everything ready, and the time off of work. And it was an amazing experience, and the photographs really speak for themselves. I mean, we were able to get truly amazing shots, and we got a shot of the prominence coming off of the sun. And I mean, the prominence is the technical phrase or technical term for a solar flare coming off of it, and it was stunning. It was amazing. And it was very interesting because it was, I mean, this is Wyoming. It's very windy. Usually it's pretty windy. I mean, it's windy today. It just is. And as the shadow of the moon fell across the earth and we had, 360 degrees of sunset. By the way, that's really cool, but really kind of weird too, because it's, no matter what direction you look, it's sunset. I'm like, whoa, cool. All right. But definitely a little bit off-putting. But the wind died, and you just calm, like it was midnight, right? It was great. So I sent the Phantom up in the air. I got the video of the Earth shadow coming in. I should have just let it hang out until it receded, but I tried to land it because I was worried about battery life and whatnot. We had some issues with the Phantom as, a few days before that, we had crashed it into a tree, and that was exciting, and the great recovery during our scouting trip. But it flew great. We got some decent video. I really wish I had a newer DJI drone that had a better camera on it. My old GoPro Hero 3 Plus Black, while it was great back in the day, it's just nothing compared to my Hero 5 or the any of the cameras that are being currently produced on the DJI products. So video's not great, but it's pretty cool. But the photos are really were just outstanding. So I did have the opportunity to get the drone down and then just stare at the sun. I mean, that's just unbelievable. I kind of boofed my time lapse that I shot on the GoPro Hero 5. I should have checked that a little more, but there was so much going on. We were trying to operate so many cameras and so many different lensed objects between binoculars and the spotting scopes and the telescopes and all the GoPros and everything. It was a lot to manage, and we did okay, but we didn't do it perfectly. But what an amazing experience. And then the long line of cars coming out was astounding. Of course, we stayed out there until the end of the eclipse, not just after totality had passed, but until the actual end of the eclipse, shooting the photos so we can have a full range. And it was it was impressive watching hundreds of vehicles. We probably saw 600 cars. I think that's the calculation that Doug came out to, was about 600 cars an hour driving by on this little old dirt road on the backside of Casper Mountain. Wyoming's population more than doubled. That's the estimate. So, I mean, it probably tripled, because they're estimating we had a good 1 million visitors, right? 1 million cars. So, yeah, if you think about more than one person per car, we probably had, we had more than 1 million people in the state. And the whole state's population is only 500,000-ish. I mean, not very many of us here in this big old state. So that was pretty intense. That really was. Town was jam-packed. The mountain was packed. Everybody seemed to have a really good time. The states fared pretty well. We didn't have any power outages. We didn't lose any water services. So the city really stepped up and made that a good experience for everybody who was, fortunate enough to make it into Casper. So the internet slowed down but didn't go down. So kudos to Bresnan, Spectrum, Optimum, whatever the company is called now. I think it's Spectrum or something like that. I don't know. But those guys, they kept the internet up. That was good. The portable cell towers were actually quite nice, because we had cell service in places that we don't normally have service, such as on the backside of Casper Mountain. So that was pretty cool. We actually were able to, to shoot off a text message or send a picture message or something like that, and be able to show just exactly what was going on. Interesting events that happened in town is we had a seaplane actually land on Alcova Lake, which was kind of nifty. So I guess Game and Fish had to go talk to him, but it was kind of the first seaplane that's landed on Alcova. So cool, right? And let's see, everything went pretty well. There was only one fatality in the state during the mass exodus, which is very unfortunate. It was a motorcycle rider, so I feel really bad for his family. That's a terrible thing. Motorcycle accidents are fairly common here, but he was an out-of-stater, so that's very unfortunate. I mean, it's unfortunate all the time, but yeah, you go see something cool, once in a lifetime experience that ends up being your last experience. That's a bit of a bummer, but overall, everybody was pretty cordial. Everything went pretty smoothly. Had a great time with the family. The eclipse was just stunning. Got some good footage, cut in some stuff here and there throughout this video. I'm sure you've seen now. But yeah, good times, good times. I am glad that everything's calmed down here. I'm glad that everybody's bugged out and has gone home. I am glad they came to visit our fine state, but I'm also glad they left. So Wyoming is just about right for me right now. So wouldn't want another 1 million people here. Another 10 or 15, maybe 20 people, I'm okay with that. So, but come visit. It's definitely worth your time. But yeah, all right. I think I need to get into work and get some stuff done, make up some hours. It is Sunday, so you guys will be seeing this, well, I'm recording this yesterday as you're watching it now. Yeah, but lots of adventures ahead of me, got a lot of things going on, and I'll just keep you posted on that. So some cool reviews are coming, some interesting places I'm going, things like that. So hopefully you'll stick with me through it. Sorry the videos have been a little light lately. Been doing a lot of work, getting a lot of things done, working on the house, working on the businesses. It's been pretty crazy, but I'm trying to keep at it. So got some fun things that I'm actually actively working on right now, and those will be posted up hopefully in the next couple of days. But I think that's it about now. If you guys want to help support the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. If you are subscribed, thanks guys for being subscribers. You can click that thumbs up button. That's always helpful. You can do your shopping on Amazon through the tgowyoming.com/support link, and that gives me a nice little kickback. It helps. The wife's viewers on her YouTube channel are awesome about ordering their stuff, so they're pretty good. You guys we gotta step it up over here, right? We're getting our butts kicked by the crafting girls, right? So yeah. It's pretty easy to do. You click through the banner, and you guys know how this works. I'm sure you've heard the spiel a million times. But yeah, time to work. So I think that's about it for now. Thanks again for watching. As always, stay safe, shoot straight, and I'll see you next time.